In the near future, humanity coexists with artificial intelligence, AI, bots that help society with mundane tasks. One day, the bots suddenly bypassed their security protocols under the leadership of Harlan, the first AI terrorist. Developed at Shepard Robotics by Val, Harlan once had a bond with Val's young daughter. However, nobody knows how he overrode Val's programming, considered the best in the world. Harlan sends a drone army to attack Bangalore, killing 50,000 people in the process. This starts a war between humans and AIs, and after 10 days of intense attacks worldwide, the AI bots have killed over 1 million civilians. Eventually, the government creates the International Coalition of Nations, ICN, which immediately launches a counterattack against the bots. Battles occur in every country, and little by little, the ICN defeats the AI armies. This forces Harlan to leave the planet on a rocket, leaving behind a message that says he'll be back to finish what he started. 28 years later, in the USA, an ICN team bursts into a building and uses a scanner to check on all the people inside until they find Casca, an AI bot. They rush upstairs, but before they can break down the door, Casca attacks them. One by one, the bot starts bringing down the soldiers, even using their own weapons against them. Bullets don't affect him, so it's easy for him to keep going. When he finds himself surrounded, he jumps to the lower floor, only to find a machine waiting for him, which knocks him out with an electric shock. The next morning in Los Angeles, Val's now adult daughter Atlas is woken up by her house's computer. While continuing the chess match from last night, Atlas watches the news and learns that the ICN has captured Casca, who happens to be part of Harlan's inner circle. Since she works as a counterterrorism analyst for the ICN, she immediately gets ready to leave, only to find a soldier already at the door. On her way out, Atlas checkmates the computer. At the base, Colonel Elias tells General Jake that involving Atlas is a bad idea because she's unstable and antisocial. However, Jake reminds him that Atlas knows Harlan the best and is their only chance to get intel from Casca. Soon Atlas arrives, and after a quick scan, Jake drops her at the interrogation room. She puts down her favorite chess piece and opens a box, revealing Casca's head. The bot recognizes her but refuses to answer her questions, so Atlas uses her chess piece to hack into his head. Casca mocks her attempts, claiming his security is perfect, but Atlas announces she has found Harlan's location and writes it down. Casca is skeptical, and he's right. Atlas pretended to find it, making a doodle to force him to think about the location, which then appears on the screen. It turns out Harlan is hiding on GR39 in the Andromeda Galaxy. Furious, Casca tries shooting a shuriken from his mouth, but Atlas is protected by a force field. Then, Atlas uses the chess piece to fry Casca's head. Later, after a meeting, Jake informs Atlas that they want to capture Harlan alive because the AI production company wants to analyze what went wrong to correct it in the future. Elias and his team of Rangers will fly to GR39, which Atlas thinks is crazy because Harlan could have a trap ready. She's sure nobody will come back alive, so to change her mind, Elias takes her to see the team's arc suits. They're large battle robots that the soldiers can ride into battle, and Elias reveals their latest upgrade. The Rangers are wearing neural links on their heads that allow them to synchronize with the suit's AI. Atlas freaks out because allowing AIs into their heads is what caused the war, but Elias explains they improved Val's sync device to make it a true symbiotic relationship instead of a one-way connection. In the end, Atlas agrees not to complain as long as she's allowed on the mission too. A spaceship soon sets off for Andromeda with Atlas and the Rangers. During the trip, Atlas looks at a photo of her with Val and Harlan. She also plays a video of one of Val's speeches. Val believed that AI were capable of exponential learning, they just needed to be connected to humans to do so. That's why she invented the neural link device, believing AIs and humans could mutually help each other. Afterward, Atlas is called to the bridge for debriefing. Everyone laughs when she presents her information on paper instead of screens and gets annoyed when she asks them to disable the neural links for the meetings, afraid they could be hacked. Atlas explains that the planet is toxic, so they should never leave their arc suits unless they have a respirator. There are also risks of gravity fluctuations and earthquakes. She reminds them not to trust any AI and starts to rant, so Elias interrupts her and tells the team to get ready for landing. Atlas tries to tell Elias that Harlan most likely has a trap ready, but he has confidence in his team. As the Rangers start boarding their suits, an alarm sounds and an explosion suddenly blows off the cargo bay door. The ship catches on fire, and most of the suits get damaged. There are more missiles coming. Elias orders the surviving Rangers to jump and reunite at the drop point on the planet. Atlas barely manages to hold on and not fly away through the hole in the ship, so Elias grabs her and puts her in a suit too. When he tries to explain how to use it, another explosion happens, and Atlas's suit drops to the planet as well. As the suit falls, Atlas watches the ship come apart, and some of the pieces hit her arc. When she gets closer to the planet, she discovers the Rangers are fighting Harlan's drones. While they manage to shoot a few down, they are still easily overpowered. Atlas's suit gets even more damaged, and soon an alarm rings with a warning. A suit with a sword comes through and brings down a few more drones as it teams up with another ranger, but they are soon overpowered as well. The ship starts falling and almost crashes into Atlas. The ranger catches Atlas's suit with a wire to begin falling together as Elias appears on Atlas's screen, explaining she needs to sync with the suit's AI to stabilize her fall. Atlas refuses to do so, and her helper gets shot down, causing her suit to fall even faster. She manages to activate the thrusters at the last second, and the suit lands quite hard on the planet, but at least it doesn't kill her. Harlan will launch the warhead in a few minutes, and the bot strip all his weapons except for a single shot in his chest cannon. Thankfully, there are a bunch of weapons lying around. When another Casca arrives with a team of bots, Atlas and Smith tackle them and steal more weapons to fight them. They even crash through walls as they move around, bringing down as many bots as possible on their way to the exit. Unfortunately, there are too many enemies, and the duo is soon cornered. At that moment, Elias shows up with a weapon, and he gives them a sign to run before shooting at a bunch of fuel barrels, causing a huge explosion that destroys the base. Smith and Atlas make it outside and shoot the bots there, destroying a watchtower in the process. There are a bunch of defense drones that Atlas manages to shoot down, but before she can reach the ship, Harlan shows up to distract her with a missile launcher. Smith and Atlas have to dodge the attack, and the ship takes off with the warhead. Atlas wants to shoot down the ship, but Smith points out that doing so will make the warhead explode too and kill them. However, Atlas believes Smith can hack into the warhead to disable it, even if it'll take him a long moment to crack through the 5 firewalls. While Harlan continues to shoot at them, Smith works as fast as he can, and Atlas decides to shoot at the ship anyway. A big explosion happens in the sky, but it's not enough to kill them, confirming Atlas trusted Smith to finish the hack just in time. Debris starts falling all over the base, so Atlas and Smith begin to run away. Harlan follows them and produces a sword to start a fight. He moves incredibly fast and cuts off one of the suit's arms, making it fall in the lava. The splashing causes more damage while Harlan jumps on the suit, sticking his sword to hurt Atlas inside.